Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I thought I would do something a little different today. Can you tell? I'm going to do a get ready with me. I've never done anything like this before. I'm not a beauty blogger, but I am 55 and I am sort of up on the trends of beauty and health and things like that. So I'm going to do a Dollar Tree haul in a minute. I thought, let's do it. I'm going to a birthday party later. I need to get ready, so I thought I would just go ahead and do a get ready with me and do it a chatty one. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you are one of the 4 people that probably still subscribe to me from a year and some months ago, I'm not dead. I am alive. I wanted to start back in, so I decided I'd start with this. It's raining. My husband is home, so you're probably going to hear thunder. He's probably going to run in here. He comes into our house like he's charging a building that's, you know, that he's trying to attack for some reason. This is the way he comes into a room. My cats are running around and they think I'm talking to them because there's nothing else on. There's no television or radio or anything on, so they're thinking it's from me. But anyway, I thought I would try this. I've got all of my stuff here. I'm going to try to stay in frame. I've never done one of these before, and if you remember, I don't really edit, so we're just going to have what we're going to have, and it's going to turn out how it's going to turn out. And we're going to go for it. And I did not wet my sponge, so I'm going to use the tools God gave me. Yay! Make sure that you guys can see me okay. Straight on. It's a little weird. I'm in the kitchen so I can have good lighting because it is dark. It just got really dark. So let's start with some serum. I'm going to start with the Purlisse Eye Serum. This is something that I got in a not a Birchbox. I haven't done Birchbox in years. This is something I got in a BoxyCharm or an Ipsy bag. I have stopped doing those just because I had a plethora of makeup and serums and stuff. This thought I'd get myself a little break because it got overwhelming and storage was becoming an issue, but we're going to go back to those eventually. So this is a little serum. I don't have my glasses on, but this is just a little face serum. Get in there and, you know, try to pretend that I'm not 55 anymore. I just turned 55. My granddaughter and I share a birthday. She was 36 months at 3, and I was 660 months at 55. It's information that you don't really want to have once you figure it out, but it is what it is. Okay, serum setting for a minute, so let me tell you what's going on. About a year and some change ago, I got to feeling better after a kidney surgery. I had a kidney removed. I had 3 to start with. And if I hear one more healthcare professional say, you have a very unusual anatomy, it'll be too soon. I've heard that and heard that, and I know. My liver's not in the right spot. I had 3 kidneys. Lord only knows what else is going on in there. But, you know, I had a good run. It functioned very well for 55 years. Well, for 50, probably about 50 years, and then it started dying. So the kidney died and embedded itself in its closest kidney neighbor and got an infection. Oh, I'm sorry, this is Purlisse moisturizer. And I got this by turning in some BoxyCharm points. So this is like a $65 tube of moisturizer that I paid $10 for. Much more likely to pay $10 for moisturizer than $65. So that's how I get nice things, is BoxyCharm, Ipsy bags, turning in points, things like that. That's how I get good stuff. I don't skimp, but I don't do that normally. But anyway, back to the health things. So yeah, I had that 3rd kidney taken out. It was a very long and arduous journey to get it diagnosed and then removed and then recovered from. And so when I got, this is Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. Another thing from BoxyCharm. So when I got that done and got recovered, it took about a year to completely recover. So at that point I went back to work and back to a gym. Got a personal trainer and started helping my friend at a bakery. Well, she hired me to help her at a bakery. It wasn't charity work. She paid me. But between the personal trainer and working at a bakery, I split open the surgical site. So on my left side, I have like an 8-inch jagged scar, and now I have a giant, giant hernia. So it's all of my intestines have escaped my body cavity and are hanging in the bag of my stomach. So fun. Doesn't feel good. Looks horrible. It looks like I'm pregnant at 55 with one twin, full term, on the left side. Clothing is a nightmare. So I trapped my happy little butt back to my doctor. He said, oh yeah, we can take care of that. Sent me to the surgeon. The surgeon said, yeah, we can do that. He said, but not knocking your weight, but you are going to get off the table, stand up, and pop that right back open. It's just gravity. Sorry, I have boxes. So my cats are in the boxes. Little quick tip, little side note. Wet n Wild, photo finish. Yeah, photo finish. About $5 or $6. I can't remember. For a medium to full coverage, this stuff rocks, and it's so inexpensive. Comes with a little paddle that I'm not really nuts about. I just take it off on my finger and dot everywhere. I'm sorry. I have my mirror sitting right here. I can do that, and that's actually better. But it's really hard not to look over here, see what I'm doing. So anyway, I have a couple of tips like this. Wet n Wild is cruelty free. It is inexpensive, and this is an honest to goodness good product to have. Takes the place of very high-end foundations for me. And like I said, I have a beauty blender, but I didn't dampen it. So I'm just going to use my fingers, because when your fingers are warm, your skin is warm, it can feel every little nook and cranny. I think beauty blenders help it stay on longer, but I'm not going for an all-day event. I'm just going to my aunt's birthday gathering. Okay, so back to the hernia situation. Have this giant hernia, won't do a surgery on it because it's probably going to fail. Well, he would, but he warned me, probably going to fail. And then he said, I want you to talk to my bariatric partner. Bariatric partner? Okay. I thought he was going to say we're going to remove a lot of your intestines and then sew you back up. But what he said was, we think that you would benefit from something called a gastric sleeve surgery. I want to get you thin, then go back and pull the two sides of your hernia opening together. Now the good thing about the hernia is my intestines escaped and clogged the hole so my bladder can't slip out. Always look for a silver lining. Bladder is where it's supposed to be. Intestines are outside. They're not outside my body, but they're outside the body cavity that they're supposed to be in. They're extra baggage. And I can look down, and I did not see this when I was pregnant. Many, many moons ago. Anyway, so he said, we can get those two sides together. I'm just letting this sit for a minute. And we can get a really good grip on them, put them back together, put some mesh on them, and you'll be good to go. And I'm going to be smarter than that. I'm not going back to a personal trainer, not going back to a bakery. I'm going to get on an exercise bike that was gifted to me by an artist friend of my daughter's and mine. And then I'm going to get in a pool and swim laps, and I'm not going to pick up anything heavier than a purse, and I'm keeping my purse light these days. This is Glamoflage by Hard Candy. Girl, it flies. This stuff is amazing. Now this is sort of where I need a blender for, so I'm just going to go in with my It Cosmetic blending brush, my foundation brush. You want that stuff in there. But this is Glamoflage will cover tattoos and scars and birthmarks, things like that. I use it just to lighten things up a little bit. I'm not going to go into big contour and a busy eye. This is just a basic, I'm going out to dinner or, with I only have two versions, ponytail, no makeup, sunglasses, or my face. Now, when I do my face and I'm going someplace a little nicer, I might put a little color more, around a redder lip, stuff like that. But this is just basic, daily me going outside. So anyway, he's talking to me about this gastric sleeve thing, and I don't know if you're aware of what a gastric sleeve is. It's different than a bypass or a gastric loop or whatever it is that they put on. They loop that thing around your stomach. Gastric band. I've seen gastric bands fail. I've seen gastric bypasses be very successful, but I've also seen them fail. Gastric sleeve is a different animal. They clip off, staple shut your stomach. So where your stomach is a bag, they keep everything intact. They just slice it off and staple it shut. So your stomach then from a big bag goes to looking like a banana. Same openings, same entrance and exit, but the size of it is about a banana once you're done and healed up and everything's fine. An intake would be about the size of your palm, or like a Pyrex cup, a custard cup, maybe not even not to the top, certainly, maybe up to that line of a custard cup. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm talking about. Your intake is going to be very mild, and it has to be centered around protein so you don't lose your fingernails and your hair. We know my hair issues from my first illness. That's why I have a drawer full of really cute wigs, but I'm not doing that again. So I bought some chewable, what is the stuff that you take for your hair, fingers, and nails? I wish I had brain work, but anyway, I bought some chewables. I have everything set up and ready to go for that, and I bought the shampoo. I mean, I am ready to not lose my hair. Very, very. Speaking of hair, let me see if I got my stuff with me. Let's see if I'm out of frame. Sorry, I do. I'm gonna spritz my hair. Sorry, spritz my hair really fast, just to get it. Oh, almost empty. Gotta go to Sally's. So he started talking to me about this surgery, and I'm like, but I can't really live with this hernia situation. It's really uncomfortable. When I lay on it, it feels like I'm laying on a baby that moves. It is not fun. It is not happening. I don't digest food normally, so I gained a lot of weight, and I'm not putting it off on that. It's just what it is. This is an e.l.f. HD setting powder, and put a little of that on my face and a little of some banana powder under my eyes. Let's do that first, actually. This is a Wet n Wild bronzer and banana powder. I don't know if that's actually a banana powder, but that's what I use it for, right under my eyes with this little round fluffy brush. It's a little warm in here. I should have turned up the air conditioner a little bit. But anyway, I was not really fond of the idea of a gastric surgery, but the more research I did on it, the more sold I was on it. It does a couple of amazing things. This is now the first step to a gastric bypass. So for the super heavy people that were under strain with their heart to go under a long surgery that gastric bypass is, they did the gastric sleeve first, let them lose a couple of 100 pounds, and then put them under to do the gastric bypass. But what they were finding was a lot of people were really responding to this gastric sleeve. We don't want food anymore. We don't want, it's fine. We're fine. And so they're just letting a lot of those patients finish their journey, their weight loss journey, with a gastric sleeve. And what it does is, because you're removing a great deal of your stomach, it's also taking out a lot of the hormones that trigger hunger, constant hunger. Whether you're hungry or not, whether you're physically hungry or not, it makes you think you are. Done a lot of research on metabolic issues. This is the e.l.f. finish e.l.f. HD powder. My goodness. Anyway, so it takes away those hormones, a lot of them, not all of them, that drive you to eat even when you're not hungry. Wouldn't that be nice? It is a very quick recovery, simple surgery. They pop one big hole, and then my surgeon does a micro mini hole. So I actually saw some patients 14 days out. It looked like 4 little cat scratches, like tiny, tiny little healing cat scratches, and then a hole that wasn't very big, that didn't even require a stitch. They had them glued with the skin stuff. Considering what I went through, and I have a jagged scar and 5 holes in my gut, that sounds like a cakewalk to me. 1 to 2 days in the hospital with me because my liver was damaged from my kidney problems. They're going to put me in ICU, and they're going to put me in for 1 more day. This actually starts tomorrow. I have my surgery tomorrow. I've been on a 2-week no fat, no carb, and I'm a vegetarian diet. No sugar, no fat, no carbs, no bread, no. So I've been eating tofu and vegetables for 2 weeks. and protein drinks. Today, I can have 3 protein drinks mixed with water only, and I can have Crystal Light, I can have popsicles, stuff like that. I can't have the other stuff that you can have, you know, I'm not going to have beef broth and stuff like that. So we're winging it today. We are just not having a whole lot of anything today. I'm sorry, I keep looking over here. I'm sorry about that. I will endeavor not to do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and do my face first before I do my eyes. So let me go ahead and get back into this Wet n Wild palette and do a little bronzing. I actually love this as a blush for me for my coloring. I put a little blush on top of this just to make it be a little pinker, a little more of a rosy color, but I actually like this brown on me. I think it's really flattering to my skin tone. So it's a little on the warm side. I don't know if that's reading with these lights. With these particular lights, I don't have great lighting in here, but I don't know, I kind of like it. So down the throat, carve out that chin, carve out those Native American cheekbones that you can't see because of the fat. You'll be able to see it in a couple months, man. So here comes my husband. Again, he charges in like he's breaking and entering. This is what he does. I'm filming, hon. Did you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Just don't be surprised. I'm not sitting in here talking to myself. I'm doing a get ready with me. First time ever. So anyway, tomorrow morning, if I make it through the night without any food, I'm going to get up and go to the hospital and have 90% of my stomach removed. And then we will see what the next few months bring. I'm looking forward to going back to work and, you know, getting into the groove of life again. Let me see. Eyes. Let's go in with the It Cosmetics Naturally Pretty eye set. It's just a very small set I bought on vacation. Because I was on vacation and I needed something, and I've hit pan on a lot of it. Oops, sorry. You can kind of see what got just a very basic natural palette, and I slipped my brush into the wrong spot, so I'll go ahead and do that. This little bit of I don't do a lot of glittery colors, but a little bit in the corners is good. I had sort of a deep inset eye, so that's not bad. And can you hear that thunder? So I'm taking this creamy color right here. Sorry about that. As you know, this is not a professional setup. As you know, I am not a makeup artist. As you know, I don't edit. So this is just you and me chit-chatting and you watching me put on my makeup because, you know, you're my BFFs. Actually, my BFF has no use for makeup and would absolutely not watch me do this, even if I paid her. She's not a girly girl. She spends quite a bit of time and attention on her skincare and her hair and her clothing choices and things like that. And I'm almost exactly the opposite. I went in with a little of the black. Yeah, it's getting closer. Went in with a little of the black here. Okay, that is all of the powdery stuff. I think I'm going to stop there. I might go in a little bit more with the black under my eyes, but I want to go ahead and set everything now. Then I will do my eyebrows. Everybody has their own way of doing this stuff. This is the Ulta setting powder or setting spritz. I kind of like the way it feels. Now that I've done this setting spray, I am interested in more. I think I'm going to get a few more. It is warm in here now that I think about it. Anyway, go ahead and do my eyebrows. I have an It Cosmetic eyebrow pen. That's the Universal Brow. I really do love this thing. I have a few different eyebrow look, options, but this is just the easiest, the least amount of mess up. So anyway, I'm going to have that surgery done. I should be home. Today is Sunday, having it done on a Monday. I should be home, I'm thinking Wednesday if all goes well. The nurse actually indicated that the surgeon might go ahead and take care of that hernia. Bariatric surgeons will get anything they can get if you're stable. If you have a bad what do you get stones in? Not kidney, the other thing. Whatever that thing is. they'll take that out. And apparently mine is sort of inflamed and bad. So he said if he needed to, he'll get that out. My spleen is in the way, and my spleen was damaged by the massive infection that I suffered. He isn't planning on getting my spleen out. He said, but if it ruptures, the whole thing changes. We get your spleen first. He said, if you're stable, we'll continue. If not, we'll close you up and come back. So there is a possibility that I might not get this done tomorrow. A small possibility. He said about 5%. I'll take it. But the nurse suggested that he might also get my hernia. I don't think so because it's so massive and it's going to be a long surgery if he does that. And this should be like an hour to an hour and a half. So I don't think he's going to do it. But boy, wouldn't that be nice to wake up and have it all done. I'd have to be super careful until I did lose the weight though. But I plan on it. I have a hernia belt. I've done all the heavy lifting I'm going to do in my lifetime. I'm a farm kid. I shouldn't do any more heavy lifting anyway. I'm looking for a little setting gel. Normally I don't use setting gel on this, but my right eyebrow is giving me some problems, Kenny. They say they're supposed to be sisters, not twins. Mine aren't even cousins. Mine are from 2 different gene pools. It's been like this all of my life. I just live with it and move on. So, It Cosmetic eyebrow, universal brow, highly recommend it. And it goes on the Ulta Days of Beauty. You can stock up, get a couple, which I always do. Whenever that comes on, I get a couple. Okay, getting a little sweaty here. So eyes are done, eyebrows are done, face is done, a little bit of blush. Did I put blush on? I don't remember now, but it looks fine. I'm done. I'm gonna curl my lashes in a minute. I don't typically do this. But I just thought I would go ahead and give it a little support so I'm not having to put a ton of mascara on. Lift them up. My eyelashes don't, oh, that was close. Don't poke down, poke down or out, so it's okay. But I don't have to do it all the time, but I don't want to put on a ton of mascara on either, because when I do, I can't use my glasses, can't blink. Yeah, so that happens. Let me put a little eyeliner on. Where's my eyeliner? I only have 3 black eyeliners, and I can't remember which one. I don't know if it was the Essence. It's not the Jordana. I bet it's this one, the Harikari. I did a swatch on these, and this one wouldn't come off. So I'm just going to put a little bit on. Again, going to family, not going to a disco. And the shirt that I'm going to wear is a navy paisley cold shoulder shirt with a tad bit of orange in it. Eyeliner, when you get to be 55, becomes a struggle. I kid you not. I'm not doing too bad, but I've seen a lot worse. Get a little bit in my tight line in my, well, not my tight line, in my waterline. I can't do the tight line. I'd love to, because it does look nice to have the upper band black, but it scares me. I don't enjoy that at all. I mean at all. So anyway, we're gonna have this little birthday gathering for my aunt, and I'm going to be wearing a shirt with a little bit of orange in it. So I have these beautiful orange earrings from D'Amelia, something like that. I don't know what it is, but they're gorgeous. And I want to do a little orange on my eyes and a little orange on my lips. So, okay. I love Superhero, It Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Absolutely love it. It's $24 a tube. This is from Essence. It's Princess Mascara Lash. It's a dupe for it. It is. I promise you. It is. I wouldn't steer you wrong. I'm not sure that I would give it a 100%. Something's going on in my kitchen, living room, but so close. Oh, hello eyelash. So close. And you can buy almost 5 of these for the Cosmetics Superhero. If I put on 3 coats, I can't use my glasses. So you're only going to see me on 2 today. Mary, what are you doing? I know that's you growling. Is your brother getting on to you? Her brothers are mean to her. And she doesn't take guff from anybody. Sweet little Mary. She's a little fluffy butt. And also with this Essence line, it's cruelty free, as is It Cosmetics. But in Ulta, you cannot use your... She didn't get hurt. She's yelling. And she does that quite a bit. My little monkey. You can use your coupons on the drugstore side, but not on the prestige side. So you can get 5 of these and use your $3.50 coupon and get, you know, like basically getting almost one free. It's crazy. You can use these last about 3 months, but you can use them every, you know, you can toss them every month, every 2 months if you want to. There's a few things in life that I would rather spend money on. Not that I don't love high-end cosmetics, I do. But at my age, I'm actually more concerned about the face, the skincare, than I am the makeup part. So I save a little money on my mascara, I save a little money on my foundation, and I save a little money on, hold please, I have something happening here, on my liquid lipstick. I'm not going to use this one today because I want to go a little bit more orange, but this Wet n Wild Cat Suit liquid lipstick. I don't use a lip liner with this, I just use the tip. I'm very tempted to do it now because it's so cool. Use that little tip, can you see it? It's a little cup. And I use that to line my lips and then fill it in and let it dry for a few minutes. And I mean, it is good for hours and hours and hours, and it's $4 or $5 depending on the day. Sometimes you can get it a little cheaper and you can use your points if you do it at, I get mine at Walgreens, and you can use your, you know, gifty things that you get from having a Walgreens card. It's really hard it's really hard to pay $30 for something like this, or $25, or pay for 5, and you can get all the colors. You can buy one of those, or you can buy 5 of these and get a bunch of colors. So here are my money savers. My Wet n Wild foundation, my Glamouflage, wherever that went. Well, anyway, my Glamouflage concealer, my Essence mascara, and my Wet n Wild liquid lipstick. This is how I save a ton of money. And I also really enjoy my Wet n Wild bronzer. Now, I wouldn't turn down the Marc Jacobs one. I'm not stupid. But, you know, don't really need it. These are things that are perfectly good. These are not things that I'm settling for. I guess that's the point. Okay, this is something that came, this Naked Cosmetic little trio came in one of my boxes. I don't use it very much, but see that pretty little orange in there? I want to just dab a little bit of that beautiful orange. I have used all of them, and I do love them all, but I don't tend to use really sparkly things because of my age. It gets in all the creases and stuff. But I want to, you know, it's a little bit of a celebration. So I'm going to do, oh man, that's all. I can see that orange color. Start out slow, Rhonda. Start out slow. Build up. Okay. Well, you're probably not even going to see it, that it's on my eyes. But I do think it's pretty. And I do think a little bit can add a little something, especially with an orange earring. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying. You know what I mean. How sassy is that? That is super duper sassy. But I am gonna blow it out just a little bit. Just a tiny bit. Make sure everything is staying where it's supposed to. Whoa-oh. Put on another coat of mascara. Take down my hair. And we're going to call it done. And then I'm going to do my Dollar Tree haul in my outfit. So you will be able to see it all if you stay tuned. And I'll be back. I'm going to come back. I'm going to start doing, I don't know how many more Dollar Tree hauls I'm going to do, but I'm going to have content of some kind And it's not to be a beauty blogger or, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. I do a lot of things. I make bridal flowers, silk bridal flowers. And I have some gorgeous things I'd like to show you. I do paper crafting. I have some cute things I'd like to show you, which I did recently. We'll do Dollar Tree hauls, of course, because, you know, why would you spend a ton of money? It's the same thing with a makeup. Why would you spend a ton of money on something from a grocery store or, you know, a regular department store if you can get the same thing at a Dollar Tree for $1? You would be silly to do that. Why would you waste your money? Dollar Tree is everywhere. It's everywhere. So I think that's all I'm going to do. Oh, no, lip. I'm so sorry. I put it all away too. Let me find it. Let me find it. I think I'm going to go in with, where is it? This pretty little, I think this is, can't remember the name of it. Cella. It's pretty little orange Cella. Isn't that pretty? And I don't have an appropriate lip liner, so I'm just going to fake it. Get some of this off with my poor filthy sponge. Don't judge. Probably should have sharpened this, but you'll get the idea. And I don't know what's happening in the corner of my mouth. Take down my hair, fluff it out with my fingers, and then I'm going to go get dressed and film my haul. And I hope you all are having a good Sunday. We needed rain. We've finally had a lot of rain here in Northeast Florida, but we can never have enough. Our aquifers here give fresh water to the entire state, so you like literally cannot have enough water. I need a haircut so bad, but I'm holding off until after my surgery because I'm going to put it up in a ponytail up on top of my head. Okay, that's it. That's what you get. I'll fluff that a little bit more later in the bathroom, but anyway, well, thanks for joining me. I hope you all have a good afternoon. Bye.